Paying the toll as the fro cross the road. There's a witch eating souls. There's a dish being filled, and my leg froze. Yeah, it still has a cause, but I'll always love when you purr. And September rains when I can't feel a thing, but my God, I love when you purr. People are mean, but that's part of the sting, and I say what I mean, but it's...
Hey everybody, welcome back to my wellness journey. For those of you who may not know, I am now in Mendocino, California. Those who don't know, Mendocino is on the coast in Northern California, about 3 hours north of San Francisco. I lived here about 25 years ago. And when I lost my job at REI, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go, what I want to do. I kind of started thinking a lot about Mendocino again. And when I lived here before, and I have some really good friends who live here, so I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll go to Mendocino for the summertime. I did come through here when I first started van life back in November of 2022. I came through. I was heading up north for my first trip to Oregon. And I came through, stopped by, saw my friends, hung out a little bit. It was really great seeing them again. And I decided, you know what, it's time to go back. You know, at least for the summertime, maybe till October, November, or something like that. So, I'm now back here in Mendocino, and I'm loving it. It's really overcast today, but that's typical weather for Mendocino. It doesn't get too hot. I think the highest it gets in the summer, I believe, was like in the 70s, maybe 80s. I've been here for a couple of weeks. Haven't really done much filming at all. Been kind of lazy, just kind of figuring everything out, figuring out where I want to go, what I want to do, I'm looking for work. I still have money put aside, so I'm not like desperate for work, but I am looking for something. But yeah, so I'm here, and been actually between the town of Mendocino and the town of Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg's about 8 miles north of Mendocino. So I've been kind of going back and forth between the two, spending the night in one, a couple nights in the other one. I did do some research before I got here. I usually try and do some kind of research before I move to an area if I know I'm going to be there for a while. But this one I did a little bit more in-depth research on, and correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong on this, tell me. But apparently, I think a few years ago or some time ago, they passed an ordinance banning overnight camping in Mendocino County. So you cannot park overnight in your vehicle anywhere in the county. Well, someone is fighting that in court. It's being fought on the grounds as unconstitutional. They say that if you don't allow someone to live in their vehicle who does not have any other reasonable accommodations, that is cruel and unusual. I can't talk right now. That is cruel and unusual punishment, which goes against the Eighth Amendment. So they are fighting that in court right now. I actually went to the police department in Fort Bragg, which is the first time I've never done this before. I've never gone to the police department in any town before and asked them what the rules are. But I thought, you know what? Let me just go in and see what they say. But a really nice police officer, a really cool guy, and he was like, "You can stay here." He goes, "Just obey the street signs. There are some places 2-hour parking between 9 and 6. Most parking lots have signs saying no overnight parking, customer parking only. So you can park on the streets." And he said, basically, as long as you're not in the same spot more than 72 hours straight, you're fine. And I said, okay, so if I'm there 72 hours straight, what happens? He goes, we'll give you a notice telling you got to move. If you refuse to move, we'll tow you. Okay. And I said, well, if someone calls, says, "Oh, there's a guy in a van across the street from me," and he goes, "We won't do anything." He said, if you're not bothering them, if you're not being obnoxious or annoying or breaking any kind of laws, we're not going to bug you. They just don't like the fact that you're there. That's their problem. So, and Mendocino is basically open season. They don't care. I usually park on Main Street, which is right, great view of the ocean. You can hear the ocean, which is nice. It's really, really cool. I like to sleep with like rain sounds or ocean sounds when I go to bed. So sleeping in Mendocino where I can hear the ocean at night, that's even better. I don't have to worry about turning YouTube on and watching a video, having sounds play on my phone. I can just hear the natural ones outside. So it's actually really, really great. So yeah, I'm excited to be back. Like I said, I lived here a while ago, and I'm running into a few people I knew back in the day who are still here, which is nice. Yeah, so, and I'm just enjoying it. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. You guys see more videos coming up. I'm definitely doing more exploring around the area, some hiking, checking out the beaches here. So a lot more videos in the Mendocino area coming up. Again, I'm sorry I haven't had a video out in a while. I've been here about 2 weeks, and I just kind of got lazy and didn't do much, and just wanted to kind of explore around and check things out and, you know, see where I was at. So, I mean, I suppose I could have made a couple of videos like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here, and oh, I hope I can go to sleep okay, you know, gee, I hope I don't get the knock, I'll wake up. I could have, but look, everyone knows those videos. Every van lifer has that video like, I hope I can sleep here tonight. I've made videos where I'm like, I hope I can sleep here tonight. So, you know, yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I've been in the same spot for a couple nights here and there, and no one bothers me. So, worst I've had is there's some weird dude who must live nearby where I park, and every now and then he'll walk by. Like, if he walks by, he'll, like, look right in the windows he walks by. And first time I noticed him, he was standing up away from the van, like maybe like 10 feet away from my van, just standing there, arms folded, and he was staring right through my window. Like, he was staring right through the window. And I noticed him because I was going pee. I was peeing in my pee bottle. I was on my knees peeing in my pee bottle, and I looked over, and he's staring right at me. Now, I'm behind my passenger seat right here, so I'm pretty sure if he could see me in the van, all he saw was, like, you know, here up, you know, but pretty sure he didn't see me taking a leak. That would actually be kind of funny if he didn't see me taking a leak. Anyway. But yeah, that's how people are, though. Some people like that. They walk by, they see a van, and something about it says, oh, someone lives there, so what do they do? They want to stare in the window. They want to walk by like, oh, what's in there? Which is really, really rude. Very intrusive if you do that. I mean, how would you like if someone walked by your home or your apartment and, like, just walked by and stared in your living window? Like, who's in there? You know, same thing, man. This is my home. Don't be staring in my windows. It's rude. If you want to talk, give a call. Hey, someone in there? Give a knock, you know? You want to chat? We'll chat. Don't be staring at my window like that. That's rude, you know? Actually, I take that back. Don't knock. Don't ever knock on a van unless you know the person in the van and they know you're coming and they know you're going to knock to get your attention. Don't ever do that, because to us, the knock is the cops. Any other knock, don't do it. Just don't knock on someone's van, and definitely don't do it as a fucking joke, because it's not fucking funny. At least as far as I'm concerned, and most van lifers I've spoken to are concerned, it's not a funny joke. Just don't do it. That's kind of one of the many things we constantly worry about being van lifers, is getting that knock from the cop. So making that a joke is not very funny. I was going to talk about a few additions I've got to the van. One of which is this guy right here. I got a while back when I went camping. But I got it for like $7 at a grocery outlet. $7? I think $7, $8. I don't know. No, it's just a light, you know. A lot of different settings. And it just hangs up here, and it works great at nighttime when I need some bright light to see what I'm doing, and just click that on. Otherwise, I turn my string lights on at night. It's a nice little glow in there. But yeah, that works really well. Like I said, it's got a few different settings. I usually use the lowest setting or like the soft light setting so it doesn't get too bright. I also got bug covers for my van, my windows, so I can slide the covers over the windows. It means I can keep my windows down, get some cool air in the van when it's getting hot, but bugs won't get in, which, especially this time of the year, I mean, I was in Bend, I didn't worry about bugs. It was the middle of winter, it was freezing cold, I never had my windows down, and on a nice day when it got a little warm out, I did roll the windows down. There's still no bugs there, but here we're going in the summertime, and there's lots of bugs, especially in Mendocino when I'm parked by the ocean. I am parked by a whole ton of grass, just big tall weeds, and that is where the bugs love to live. So when I'm there, I definitely need the slip covers over to keep the bugs out. And finally I got these things here. Little wooden crates. They go right into my thing right here. This guy here. So used to have these big buckets here that I use for stuff. They worked okay, but I mean, they hold everything in, but they're not designed to hold heavy stuff. And I've had them for 18 months and they're starting to fall apart. So I took out the top two, got these wooden crates that work really well. They're longer than the things I had before. They're a little bit narrow, but not that much. But in my opinion, they work a lot better. They're not as tall, which I like because it makes it easier for me to look inside and maybe grab something up top. I have to pull the whole thing out to go in there. So hopefully get a couple more for those. And yeah, again, just more and more stuff adding on all the time. Little things, sometimes big things, but sometimes the little things that really, really make the difference in making your van home a lot more comfortable. So anyway, that is the update on what's going on with me right now. So again, more videos are coming, they're on the way. And as usual, I don't script and I just kind of ramble on, and hopefully what I say makes some sort of sense. You know me. Oh, my hair is getting long too. What do you guys think? Should I cut my hair? No, let it go long. Cut it again. You want to see another video of me shaving my head again? Yeah, I could probably do that. I don't know. I like it long. I just don't like it when it gets really hot and humid. It gets all matted and greasy, and I hate that kind of stuff. So anyway. Well, thanks again for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate everything you guys help me out with. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm getting really, really close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And my analytics show that most people who watch my videos are not subscribers. So please, if you like the video, subscribe. If you know of anyone else who might like it, share it with them. Hit the notification bell, like the video. If you have a question or comment, throw it down below. All of that just helps me grow and move and go up in the algorithm. And someone is now making a ton of noise outside. So I guess that means I got to go. I'll talk to you guys. I'll see you guys soon, or you'll see me soon. One of the two. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. Have a great one. Be well.
Paying the toll as the fro cross the road. There's a witch eating souls. There's a dish being filled.